Okay, this is Calcat, the Calcatster. This is a sort of a talking pointless channel update, I guess, for channel 1. Not really. Well, yeah, channel 1, so it's not talking pointless. No, I'll put it on 2. It's alright. It's talking pointless. First things first is the Disney the Galaxy's Edge ride. Haven't been on any of the new Stars attraction yet. That'll probably be next year. Probably. Yeah, I understand some people on the net, some of these other critic channels similar to this one, but of no relation, are upset they didn't get to go on the ride. Yeah, we just can't afford it yet. But apparently there was a little bit of information on the net that controversy concerning the costuming. I've looked into this from the Disney connections, and apparently there was an article online saying there are no Star Wars costumes allowed in the park. A misleading article. It is true that there are no cosplayers that are adults allowed in the park. For all cosplayers in the park, let's clarify that. You can't go into the Disneyland park with a perfect Snow White costume, a perfect Mickey Mouse outfit, a perfect Winnie the Pooh outfit, or now a Darth Vader. You can't do that because you would be confused for the people that work in the park. They don't want creepers and weirdos going into the park pretending to be the characters and doing creepy stuff. Also, it's a safety precaution on rides and such. Wearing a mask or wearing some kind of extra regalia, weapons or whatever, might fly off during the roller coasters and hit somebody or cause damage to the ride or people. So that's the main thing, is they don't want people abusing wearing the costume, so they want just the people who are in costume to be in costume. If you want to do costuming stuff, what you do is you go to a costume convention where you're free to dress up in whatever. On the Doomcock channel, they were mentioning this. Also, they were mentioning that at costuming conventions, some of the commenters were saying they don't allow them to have the weapons on them after they buy them at the convention. That's true, and that's weird, but yes, you have to peace bond it. I just was at Fanime and inquired about that. At FanimeCon. That's an animation convention, and 2 weeks ago. And there was they said a couple of weeks ago now. I guess it's almost 3 weeks ago. But it was Memorial Day weekend. The weird thing is you can buy weapons at the convention, or replica weapons, but you can't have them out. So you have to pack them away in a little box, the box that it comes in. And you can go to the peace bonding people, which is like the weapons place, and ask them to okay whatever the weapon is because you just bought it in the store. But if you don't do that, they'll kick you out of the convention. Same for the Rinse Fair. And the irony is that you can't actually take the weapons on the city transit system or the trains either, because people will freak out. You have to leave them packaged and tucked away. Like if you bought a sword, a samurai sword or something, you'd have to have that in the box and not take it out. They're your best bet if you have weapons in cosplay convention thing is to have driven there or have a friend that drove there with you, and have them take it home in their car, put it in the trunk and take it home. So then you can have it out home. Whatever the rules regarding the town in which you buy the stuff. I don't think anybody around here would necessarily freak out if somebody took a samurai sword out of their car after they came home. But I don't know. Maybe they would. This is a really quick thing. The other thing was many of the people are complaining about the ride because they didn't get to go on it. That's silly. They're still complaining about the Picard show and the Batwoman show and some of the other stuff that's coming out. Mainly, it seems that the gripe of some of these other channels, Nerdrotic is one of them. The Cinema Venom, some of the other ones. Some of the other ones going on about the others, how there's too much women empowerment in shows. There isn't too much. They're trying to make the playing field even. There should be more women, strong women characters in movies and such. They were blaming the strong women characters on X-Men, Dark Phoenix, but that was misguided because there's a line in there, but other than that, nobody's really all that empowered. Dark Phoenix basically kicks everyone's ass. But not very interestingly. The movie had a lot of flaws, other than the whole feminist movement, Me Too thing that some of these guys are complaining about, and they shouldn't really be. What are they worried about? That Captain Marvel or something, which made $1 billion, is somehow going to change them and make them not feel as manly. That there's lady lead characters in movies. I mean, when I was growing up as a teenager, Sigourney Weaver was a big female lead. Nobody complained about her being female lead in Alien and Aliens and stuff. She just was. She was there, you know. I didn't get it. Linda Carter was on Wonder Woman in the 70s. Nobody complained about that. Deep Space Nine had Dax, who was a super hyper-confident woman on Star Trek. And Kira, who was supposed to be a rebel fighter, even though she didn't really resist much, but she was supposed to be a rebel. So there were 2 women leads on that show. They didn't have a problem with that in the 90s. These newer group is just like freaking out over stuff that isn't really. Yeah, it's 2019. There should be a divisive writer that allows women actresses to be actors to get like action roles. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Sure, why not? Also, I don't need to go into the politics stuff because it's kind of boring and annoying. So I won't. Mainly it's the internet politics stuff. Okay, I need to also clarify. Mark's Cars asked for clarification on that on the Channel Awesome thing again because Cinema Venom and the other guy, Cinema or something, one of the other dudes, they're putting up a bunch of trolling videos where they're trolling the other people that are objecting to the Channel Awesome change the channel thing. Some of these guys, I'm not going to name names, some of the people that are doing these, like, change the channel things for the Channel Awesome thing shouldn't be, because they're just trying to get views. There really is no other reason other than they want to get views on their long video rants about stuff. I don't object to them having an opinion. They can have an opinion. They just can't use other people's footage to, as if it's theirs, to have the opinion. One or more of my clips have ended up on the outside on some of those, and they took them down. I told them to. I have nothing to do with them. Just to clarify that, them or the others. I subscribe to Channel Awesome and Stone Gremlins. I do not have any dog in the race. I'm not part of that group. I told them that I suggested to them they should apologize for what happened over a year ago. They did not answer. It's up to them. As for the other sites that are using other footage, including the footage of people who are mentally not all there and making them look stupid, that's not cool. Having like taking rants out of context and posting other people's videos and saying they're yours, well, that's just stealing a video from someone else who's probably trying to monetize their own videos. So don't do that. Don't pass off someone else's video as yours. That's a YouTube no. Don't do that. I know a lot of people do it, and they post like a review thing or something, or they'll post like a trailer and they'll throw their own thing above it in front of the trailer, and like it's theirs when it never was. It was whatever studio put it up. Those people should get flagged, but not us reviewers. We just review stuff. and I'm not a professional reviewer, and I don't know them personally. Some of the people that commented that I had to delete comments, they thought that I knew the Channel Awesome people and was a shill for them, sticking up for them to make sure they didn't get that much back traffic. Not true. Don't never said I knew them. I met one of them at a convention. That's not knowing them. And some of these other people met some of them at a convention, or even instant messaged them and talked to them. It's like, no, I haven't done that. I have instant messaged on some of the live streams of Stone Gremlins, and I've been quoted a few times, but that doesn't mean I know them. That just means that they have read the post and said, "Ha, yeah, okay," and usually they didn't really respond. No, I have not approached them in any fashion on either side. I subscribe to a lot of the people that were the ex, and that's just subscribe to the people that were the ex Channel Awesome people. Channel Awesome has over 1 million current subscribers. It's not going anywhere, so they can stop harassing Channel Awesome. And anyone that's complaining about them and then going and harassing the people that are complaining, that's not helping. Don't do that. That's what Channel Awesome was doing to the other sycophants for them, was doing to the other guys. You don't want to do what they were doing. Just be cool to each other. Don't do that. And if there's a dude that does reviews similar to mine but more on Discovery, because he watches Discovery. There's another guy that also does Discovery reviews. They're getting flagged here and again for there's let's see, JP and there's Trek Yards. I don't know them either, but they're getting false flagged a lot recently, but not by Paramount, by sycophants that for some reason liked Discovery but didn't like them. That's not cool. Don't just flag people out of existence because you have a different opinion. That's not cool. Don't do that. If you got a different opinion about something, that's your opinion. You don't need to destroy someone's channel just because you felt a little hurt that your opinion was different. So, yeah, don't do that. And over there, there's a show called the Young Turks channel. It's a progressive liberal channel. I've gone over there and commented in their channel feed thing. And occasionally been trolled there as well, and it's like, why, other than just to be spiteful? Would they even care? They don't know who I am. I don't know who they are. So, it's like, I just went there to comment on politics being kind of a mess on both sides, so, sure. So don't, so the Orville guy, he was flagged for, Egotastic Fun Time, I think is what it's called. He was flagged, but not by the bots. He was flagged by people messing with his website because they didn't like him for whatever reason. Don't do that. Don't do that. Also, Midnight's Edge is really stretching credibility with their rants about the Star Wars and the other stuff and Kathleen Kennedy and all that. You can do that if you want to, but it's not helping. Be assured that the Mandalorian show is continuing. They're doing that. And that they're not going to fire Kathleen Kennedy at all. And that didn't even plan on it. And you're maybe coming up in the feeds just because there, but yeah. Obviously, Star Wars fans are going to enjoy Star Wars, and you're not going to make the fans go away any more than you're going to make the fans of Star Trek go away because you don't like Discovery. The first season was very rocky. Maybe the second season is a little better on Discovery. The Star Wars Episode 9, J.J. Abrams did not say F Star Wars. He said it was more like he said F the the stories I was working on, or the idea that I had before, that I had to drop that. That's what he meant. He had another idea that he couldn't use because Rian Johnson changed it. So he had to go with something else. He should have gone with something else anyway. Yeah, why do something completely like similar to all the other do with fan service? Don't do fan service. Do something different. Sure. Just don't make it so out of the box that it's a different universe, which he has been known to do. Lost, Fringe, Fringe. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. It's not helping to have the whole thing be a goofy mess with the internet, the trolls. I'm sure a lot of that's probably just that the feed to my channel sees like Midnight's Edge and stuff and pulls up all their friends. It's like the way it's set up algorithm. Yeah. But it's like, yeah, what else to the other side of these graping right-wingers, apparently. Well, some of them are, some of them aren't, complaining about a show they obviously don't like. And they never did. They didn't like any of them, because otherwise they didn't like any of them. They don't like the newer ones because, oh my gosh, there's people that have different ideas in it. Also, another empowered woman that they seem to like, Princess Leia. From the original Star Wars. She, like, had a blaster. She was kicking ass. They don't mind that. Like Carrie Fisher. They don't mind that. Yeah. But they don't like Rey, even though Rey pretty much has the same powers as Luke Skywalker did when he like we didn't know he could fly any kind of a fighter plane in the first movie, 77, but he could fly the fighter plane because he mentioned it in dialogue. And not only that, he could use the Force because of Ben Kenobi or something telling him to fire into the pit and blow up the Death Star. And like Kevin Smith and them said in that movie, Clerks, they killed all those contractors on the Death Star. They had nothing to do with it. But, yeah, so, yeah, no, I'm not in Jay and Silent Bob reboot. I know you're thinking, no, I'm not. No. But I did make 2 fan films at Fanime. I made a fan film about the Fanime thing, and then I made the other one. On my other channel, so I made a sort of a happy one, and I made a horror movie, a horror-themed one, by changing up the sound, 2 of them. And also, I put up on the other channel, on Location Cat, I put up a other channel, one about just a bunch of music videos. You can watch the slideshow music videos. This year, there's a new set of them. I was watching some of the other Fanime 2019 channels, and Calcat is in the background in 2 of them that I've seen so far, off to the side. And there's one where he's mentioned. I know that he's mentioned because the guy said, you know what, there's this guy with a teddy bear in his cart. He like crashed into us. And we were like, oh, sorry. He mentioned that in the video. That was funny. But yeah, that was probably me. Yeah, so... Oh, I didn't say that in the video, but I'm just saying that. That's what I was thinking when I watched it. Yeah, that was in the cart. I crashed into a bunch of people with a Teddy Ruxpin on the cart. That's why I didn't bring it back on day 3. Day 4. Or 4. Yeah, so... And, yeah. And also somebody complained that I didn't like the protester guy at the con. But so what? Nobody liked the protester guy. They didn't want to comment on him because he liked that, so we're not going to comment on him. I'm not going to comment on the troll, except, so what? The funny thing about the internet is you can kind of ignore the trolls, unlike in real life when you meet a real bully and there's no anonymity and you have to fight him in battle. But that rarely ever happens. The internet, there is no, it's completely anonymous. And, yeah, so, no. I believe they make Stone Gremlins in Springfield, Illinois, and they make Nostalgia Critic in either it's not Arlington, the other Heights, not Arlington, the Falls or Heights in Chicago, outside Chicago. It's Illinois. Calicat Show is in California, so completely different state. Can't possibly know them at all. Yeah, so know of them. Yeah, subscribe to them. That doesn't mean I know them. I don't. So don't troll me saying, "Oh, this show for Gremlins. He's got some. He's been on the show. He's probably in the new one." It's like, no, I'm not in the new one. I'm not in the Nostalgia Critic movie at all. Actually, the earliest Calicat channel does go back to the same time period, but it's a coincidence. The early days of YouTube in 2007, there was an early version called Sap One Productions. That was this channel. This was one of them, and yeah, they were there too, and another. There was a microwave show called Dovtastic Microwave Theater, and there was also another Jay Pizzle, their rival. There was actually the early internet had Young Turks. That was out there. That's that old too. I also had yeah, they're just out there. Had a bunch of stuff. Don't think SciShow was there yet. Trek Yards wasn't there yet. Not until Trek Yards was 2013, I think. Something like that. Something like that. I don't know them either. They're in Canada. So, well, one is in Canada, the other's in England. So it is possible someday there could be some sort of weird podcast. I understand the confusion of the Stone Gremlins thing in that there were some initial plans that fell apart with the scandal coming about with Canalazum. There were plans to do a podcast, live cast thing, and Peer and Cameo, when they were doing those, send in your Cameo video and we'll put you on the channel at the end. They don't do that this year, last year. And there would have been, he would have appeared in probably, would have been like late with the Spirit review, or maybe when they finally got around to reboot, that would have been in there. But no, I was not. They stopped doing that. They also picked and choose which ones they wanted to put up, so I wouldn't have been chosen anyway. But yeah, if there was a convention thing, I'm going to ask him, but they're not going to say anything. As for stories and shows, I did have to pull some of my books off the online site briefly to fix some minor spelling and correction errors, as both the editor and the publisher. Yes, I do make mistakes as spelling errors. I also changed the commentary on the Doomcock website on the costuming once I had consulted the Disney person, or at least the Disney fan who knew of the Disney person. Mark Scartz, of course, who is a shill for Disney. No, who totally would know. Yes, he would actually. Yeah. I don't think he ever worked for them, but he knew people that did. They got to go in room 33 and all that. We didn't get to when I went there in 2015. But yeah, also I know somebody else, Scott, that used to be for them back in the day. Yeah, so, but yeah, I actually know those people as opposed to the other ones. Yeah, so Chimera Movies not in production yet. It's really hot. So. Anyway, so that's the end of my little rant on yes. Get over to basically all the ones that are complaining about powerful women in stories have not been to Fanime, or have at least been rejected by the Cat Girl, or whatnot, or the Bunny Girl, or Fanime, or the costume convention. I'm complaining ever since. Beyond cosplay and consent, they tell you they told you that half of those alleged professional camera people, well, maybe not half of them, maybe just a few of them, are actually not legit, and they just have a nice camera and they're running around taking pictures of girls. It could get a little creepy. Yeah. They did that. So yeah, they didn't really get that harsh about that. That part was, but yeah. Yeah. Ask permission to take pictures at comic convention. Ew. And also, if you think about it, it's like the Disneyland thing with the costuming makes sense. Because you wouldn't want a creeper dressed in a Darth Vader costume representing the park running around doing sleazy things. You wouldn't want that. You wouldn't want some like angry dad guy kicking Darth Vader in the balls. Well, that would be funny, but or a guy dressed in a goofy outfit or something. No, you wouldn't want that. So, besides, like, besides the actual park people, they have the ones that have to wear those hot costumes, really, really hot inside. Like, yeah. We saw some interesting things at Disneyland in 2015. We'll be back over there by 2020 at the least, and we'll be back at Disneyland. And yeah, so that should be interesting. Yeah, we'll go on the Star Wars thing. That's the first thing we'll do. And we won't complain that it took us a year to get there because yeah, the lines are going to be long. And yet, and no, that there. It's all of them. Yeah, there's a modern fighter there, but the Millennium Falcon's there too. Well, a mock-up of it. It looks really cool. So that's a ride. They made it a little bigger inside, I guess, so people like a ride. Okay. That's a lot of others. I think that Jedi Academy thing is open too. So there's a bunch of other stuff there. Yeah, they're not cutting back on the Star Wars stuff. Come on. Just because I Han Solo. But if they would like to, Disney would like to contact you about some kind of a one-off Star Wars thing, I'll do it. But I doubt they will. They don't know who I am. Be like a novice. Yeah. Yeah, then the channel would jump up to 1 million views. And like, okay, this guy's like shill for Disney. No, totally not. Also, I do not know the Red Letter Media guys. It would be cool to be on the Red Letter Media guys. So whenever I say that, they're from back in the day too, like 2008 or 9, somewhere around there. Calicat Show started in 2009, but the earlier version of this whole thing was 2007. We had music videos, Breaking a Lamp, which we can't air because it is music in the background. We had PSAs, fake public service announcements. Calicat would make these little commercials where he would come on and go, yes, monkey lady who had a monkey, a pet monkey, don't let it tear your face off. Weird stuff like that. It was really random. Yeah. Don't let a horse have you. Those cowpokes claim to fame. He was all. So I want to talk about the guy that made love to a horse and it killed him. This is like, okay. Just don't show it. But yes. If it worked the other way around, he wouldn't have died. But yeah. Mr. Hands. There's reaction videos all over the internet. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Just watch the reaction videos. Don't watch the Mr. Hands. Don't. Yeah. Ew. But yes, I had nothing to do with that either. Totally nothing. It's because it was at the Air and Space Museum in 2011. That museum, the one at Boeing, that was years later. It was 6 years later. It had nothing to do with the guy. Ew. But yes, yeah, it's just a really, really strange coincidence. I keep having those. Yeah, so empowered women, there's nothing wrong with that. Empowered men, I guess there's nothing wrong with that. It's kind of redundant. And yeah, so there's my ramble rant thingy. Yeah, don't use other people's videos without permission claiming they're yours. Or put yourself in a documentary you had nothing to do with, and then misquote you misquote the other person, making it sound like they're dumb, because that ain't helping. Yeah. So yeah, the the video. Yeah. That's it.